All right, and welcome to the Underdog's Edge. And this is season number 2, episode number 7. And I'm excited for you to be joining in on this episode today. And if it's your first time tuning into the Underdog's Edge, this podcast is dedicated for entrepreneurs, salespeople, marketers, community leaders, the movers and the shakers in the world, the people out there that are making things happen and getting things done in their life. And this podcast is for all those people and for anybody that's aspiring to bring more of that into their current life. So if you're not an entrepreneur, if you're not a business person, if you're not a salesperson, a marketer, a community leader, whatever it may be, but you desire to step into that arena, well, this podcast is for you. So I'm excited that you're tuning in today. It's a pleasure. It's an honor to have you listening and tuned in. And my intention always is to deliver as much value as I can in the shortest amount of time possible, because time is the one resource that is not necessarily infinite. So we have to maximize the time that we do have and be highly intentional. So this is season number 2, episode number 7, and this is titled Input Equals Output. And this is something I'm a massive firm believer on, this concept. And let's jump right into it. Okay. So oftentimes when we hear personal development, we hear personal growth, we hear things of that nature. We see these gurus and the Jim Rohns and the Tony Robbins, the Gary Vaynerchuks and the Les Browns and the Eric Thomases, and these are phenomenal leaders and inspiring people. And the one thing that they focus on a lot is changing and helping changing people's mindset, because they know that your mindset is everything. Okay. Your mind is literally the garden of your life. And so what you put in your mind is what's going to develop with this, what kind of fruit is going to come out in your experience. And I'm going to use this analogy here. And this is an analogy that I did not coin myself, but I actually got this from someone else. And it says the conscious mind is the pen in our life. So it's the part of our life that we write. So it's the pen, the actual pen. It is the deciding factor, the decision maker in our life. It's the one that makes choices. It's the pen in our life. And our subconscious mind is the paper. So our subconscious mind is the paper that gets written on. So whatever is written on is what we have, right? But the pen is the deciding factor of what we put into our subconscious mind. But the subconscious mind is a very, very powerful part of our mind. That's the part of our mind that we actually have output and experiences and actions and feelings and emotions. And it's how we attract things and people and opportunities into our lives. So the subconscious mind is massively powerful, but it is not the decision maker of our mind. The conscious mind is. And so I think having that awareness is super powerful, because if we can take that awareness and do things on purpose, then we can start to design our life with intentionality. And there's another quote that says, whatever you impress on your subconscious mind is expressed on the screen of your life. I'll say it one more time. Whatever you impress on your subconscious mind is expressed on the screen of your life. So whatever you put in your mind is you're going to eventually experience it in your life within reason, right? Obviously, not every single thing you put in your mind is going to be manifested, but the common themes, the common ideas, the common thoughts that are prevalent in our life, that are constant in our life, they will eventually be expressed, and we will experience those thoughts and those themes in our life through actual life experiences. And that is generally what they call the law of attraction, right? It's whatever you put in is what you get out. So how you treat people generally is how people treat you, right? How, your thought process on certain ideas is usually what you experience in life, because life at the end of the day is simply a mirror of who you are and your thoughts and belief systems that we have. And so that's why, you can have a company and have a sales department, and they, all the salespeople are doing the same things. They're making the same amount of calls. They're calling basically the same list. They're using the same script. They're doing pretty much from a tactical standpoint, a lot of the similar things, right? But you'll have certain salespeople that really, really excel, and you'll have certain salespeople that really, really struggle. And what's the difference? It's the person. The person is the difference. The person is a difference. People are the difference makers in anything, in business and relationships and life. And, it doesn't matter what it is. People are the deciding factor in the difference maker. So the whole point of this podcast, of this episode, is to help you have that awareness of how you can take control and start designing your life with clear intentionality, and how you can actually build out a mindset that you feel like is productive in what you want to accomplish in life, because it is, your mind is a garden. And oftentimes we plant a lot of things in there. We plant seeds of faith, of courage, of persistence, of discipline, of enthusiasm, of integrity, but there's also seeds of doubt, seeds of insecurity, seeds of, anger, whatever it is, right? These are seeds, thoughts that over time tend to grow into weeds, or, obviously fruit, good fruit, good things that come into our lives. But if we're not conscious of this process, and if we're not doing things on purpose, then sometimes we can get some unfortunate things that happen in our life. And usually it comes from our own issues, right? We kind of cause these things in our life. We are the cause and effect of everything in our life. It's ultimate responsibility, generally speaking. So guys, listen, this is such an important episode. And this is one of the biggest things in my life that I have really gave a lot of energy and focus on. I've been on this personal development journey. Really, it started for me in 2011 is really kind of where it started. So, for the past 10 years, I've been, just on this journey of growing and evolving and doing the best that I can to become more of who I am and more of who God made me to be. And I realized that most of the issues and challenges that I have experienced in life came from the issues in myself. And that's how it is for everybody, right? So the recap, guys, the conscious mind is the pen in our life. The subconscious mind is the paper in our life. And what we write down on our subconscious mind, what we write down on our paper of our life, is what we experience in life. It's what we have as far as our outcomes, the fruits, the results of our lives. It comes from what we continue to put into our mind and our hearts. So the conscious mind is the decision maker, the executive of our life. It's the one that makes decisions. It's the one that allows certain input and certain information to go into our minds and our hearts. And your subconscious is just the powerful part of our mind that says, okay, we're going to make this happen because this is something that is a constant theme, and we're going to go ahead and express this, and we're going to experience this because this is important, to us. And that's how life generally works, right? It's like a mirror. It's literally whatever you put out is what you give back. And so, guys, just take conscious effort of really putting the right information, the right content in your mind and your heart. And listen, the first thing is you want to identify, what's a really, really important theme in my life. Am I working to become a high-level business owner and CEO? Am I working to become, a community church leader? Am I working to, become the best, middle school teacher in the district? Am I looking to become the best salesperson in the company? Am I looking to become, the best father, the best husband, the best wife, whatever it is? What is really, really, really important to you? And identify that one thing that's very, very, very important, and then start deciding on content that's going to go into your mind and your heart that corresponds to that theme. And 80 to 90% of the content that goes in your mind, it needs to be relevant and corresponding to that main purpose, because it's just, whatever comes in is what's going to go out. So if you have a strong desire to become a high-level salesperson in your business, then you need to, be reading sales books, listening to audiobooks that are sales related, listening to and learning, sales psychology and human nature. And you need to be doing role playing and training. I mean, the content of your life needs to be based around being the best salesperson you could be. If you're looking to, become a community leader at your church, then that's a different type of content, but it's still the same process. You want to be pumping in 80-90% of your content needs to be coming from that place. If you're looking to become a high-level business owner and CEO, then 80-90% of your content that you're putting in your mind and your heart needs to be corresponding to that type of information. And just having that decision and having clarity on what is really, really important to you. And then the second action is just deciding and guarding the information that goes into your mind and being intentional about the information that goes into your mind. That is going to automatically help you evolve and grow and transform into the highest version of yourself. But you're doing it from a place of it's relevant to what you desire, what your heart desires. That's what's so important, is you want it to have relevance to what you're motivated to achieve and do. And guys, there's also another saying, this is wherever you go, there you are. So oftentimes we blame external situations. We blame our bosses, we blame our spouses, we blame the government, we blame whatever it is. And our parents, whatever it is, we blame external situations and people. But oftentimes we attract the same stuff no matter where we go. So it's all about us. It's all about who we are, who our being is, our spirit, our mind, our body, our soul, how we're carrying ourselves, what's in our heart, what's in our mind, our intentionality, what our values are. And a big component of this is the garden of your life, which is your mind. So the information and the thoughts and the content going into your mind are seeds that you're planting in the garden of your life. And over time, the more and more you plant, the more and more you water it, the things that grow are going to be the experiences, the results, and the outcomes of your life. And so we got to be very, very conscious and very intentional with that. So guys, go out there. The action step for this episode is, number one, identify the most important desire of your life. Who are you trying to become? What is the most important thing? Are you trying to become a high-level business owner? Are you trying to become the best salesperson in your company? Are you trying to become a religious and a spiritual leader? Are you trying to become the best husband, that you could possibly be, the best wife that you could be? Are you trying to become the best father or mother or friend? Or are you trying to become the best, psychologist or therapist or teacher, whatever it is? What is the most important thing? Who are you really trying to become that your heart desires, that's important to you as a being in your soul? After you identify that, then go out there and make an action plan of, these are the audiobooks that I'm going to start listening to every single week and every single day. I'm going to go read one book, these 2 or 3 books each month. They're going to help me with this one motivation that I'm trying to become. And, I'm going to seek out these type of people. I'm going to join this type of group. I'm going to just surround myself. 80-90% of the content in my life is just going to be completely aligned with who I am, who I'm wanting to become, who my heart says I already am. And I'm going to feed that part of myself every single day so I can just grow and flourish and just become that person, completely. All right, guys, listen, if you love and like this podcast, please like, share, subscribe, show me some love. Go to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Listen, I'm going to continue to pump out content. I've been doing this for a little while now, but it's not going to stop. I love doing this. And if there's anything specific that you want to go over, please reach out to me directly and let me know the topic, and hopefully we can go over that. Just reach out to me, connect. And guys, take this really serious and identify the things that we went over in this podcast. I promise you, it will only benefit you and help transform your life to a higher and new level and to maximize your potential. Until next time, have a phenomenal week. Go out there, crush it, and evolve and transform yourself to the highest version of you.